help you today, Clive? Is everything we've received and everything promised? I gave you that one, didn't I? I don't have that one. You do. You've already got that one. Sorry, but you're not quite there yet. Best of luck out there, Sid.
How are you doing? Here you go. Always something in there.
Was wondering when you had owls from all our friends thanking you. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying, the nations are still in chaos, and the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on.
Right.
Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Taya.
Thank you, Otto.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed. But now, both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
But why me? What possible use could I be to such a creature?
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind.
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. It is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. Inside you?
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. And I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua!
Clive, it's Gav. There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, what's the short of it?
It's all Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive!
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
I'll look after him.
You know how I feel about this, but your brother's stubbornness knows no bounds. Seems the hideaway is lost its...
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
Sid, perhaps you can help me solve...
I can certainly try.
It's not who, but what. I borrowed them to teach the little ones about weight, and shortly after my first thought was that they'd taken them off somewhere to play, but when I asked, they swore they hadn't, which almost certainly means they had...
Perhaps a visit from Sid.
I think it just might. Thank you. I don't like to imagine that my pupils would lie to me. But if they have, they were in the atrium when I last saw them. As always.
Book. Here, you put me in this situation, Clive. You can bloody well get me out of it.
Are you sure it's me you're looking for?
I'm all the cook will be needing, thank you very much. What I want from you is... You remember Ivan's stew, right? Well, so I thought I'd try making one of these supposed masterpieces myself.
It wasn't as straightforward as you'd hoped. Ivan had the same problem.
Yeah, but this is my blooming kitchen, and I will not be outdone. So if you don't want to be seen as playing favourites, I suggest you lend me a hand.
I've never been one to play favourites, Molly. So, what's up?
A fried mortress of skyworm. This recipe seemed easy enough to an old hand like myself. Only, Turns out skyworm livers and drake's mint are not what I thought they were. At least I hope they're not.
Yvonne said the recipes in the culinary pilgrimage date back centuries.
Ah, that's a kindly old fella who haunts the...
Fine. And if he does, I'll see if I can...
You do that, lest we forget.
Lawsman Harpocrates. I've come to pick your brain if you don't...
Ah, Valicia, a culinary pilgrimage. The young man did a wonderful job with the Chance's stew. I do hope we shall be able to sample more such...
That's actually why I'm here. I don't suppose...
Ah, so the fabled Saint-Briquois delicacy is next on the menu. Delightful. The descriptions... Now, skyworm is a somewhat antiquated name for the wyvern. Their ground livers being the paste from...
Dragon livers.
One would have thought the disciples of Bahamut would have a touch more reverence for their icon's brethren. I believe the specific dragon the recipe demands is the blueback wyvern, said to be the very...
So we know where to look for our liver.
Saint's bonnet in contemporary parlance. A herb which grows along... I gather that one can locate the cheerful yellow flowers by their heady scent alone. So I'm sure I may add that people once believed game was best served with the flora that sustained it in life. In which regard, fried mortress of skyworm is...
Meaning that if I find one, I find the...
Best of luck, Clive, and do save me a bite once...
Is a storm coming, Sid?
What am I gonna do?
Is everything all right, Goots? You seem more...
Oh, I don't know what that means. Oh, I think Nan might be in trouble.
It's all right.
Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats and that. I mean, but she'd never do business with baddies. Especially not. I wanted to ask her about it myself, but she'd never give your tongue a lashing, though. Oh, you let me know what she's...
Of course. Lady Karen.
Not nearly as foul as...
You're doing good trade, then?
Can't complain. What exact... Not once in 5 long years do you pay my affairs half a care.
Just asking. All right.
Oh, are you? And who was it who knows me so well as to tell tales?
I didn't exactly hear firsthand. All I know is that someone in Dalamil has been spreading word to that.
And what? You believe it? Look, I've done things I'm not proud of. Might be there were a time when but that woman is no more.
You're right, Lady Karen. It was wrong of me to doubt you.
No, it was. No. I reckon you've got better things to do than pointing you...
Of course. I spoke with that the rumors were unfounded, and that along with some other things, that while it sounds like she may have done things she...
Oh, I knew Nan wasn't caught. But Why would people say she was?
No, but people do things for all sorts of reasons.
Well, that trader, he said they were all talking about, so that's where I'm going. Al?
Are you sure that's wise? Who?
Oh, but that's why you...
I heard the Emperor was impaled.
We're all gonna die! You hear me?
What do you reckon we should do?
Sid! Hard at your studies, I see. It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not. Oh,
And just how long hasn't it been one?
we're sorry.
But we didn't break them. We dismembered them.
Just like Miss Mididol showed us.
Miss Mididol.
Because that's the only way to become a ninja-neer.
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something works is to take it apart.
Well then, your work is already half done.
The taking apart was easy enough, but...
Speak for yourself. The heavy thing goes at the bottom.
You three need to learn to take responsibility for your actions. So let's have a look at these parts with fresh eyes. All right. Everything here was once part of Miss Mididol's scales. Every piece has its own role to play, and each, if even one of them is missing, the scales won't work. You already know one of the pieces. The body. Its role is to support... This tiny piece is what's called...
I have. Miss Mididol's dungeon is...
She puts them in all her inventions.
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make things move.
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple. And then...
It's not my fault. You shouldn't have tried...
You know what part's supposed to move and how it's supposed to move. So, let's put the pieces together first, see what doesn't move, and then stick the cogwheel to that.
Not a bad idea. This is called the arm. Why do you suppose...
You're right. It looks more like a wing.
You've ridden a chocobo before, haven't you, Sid?
I'll think about it.
Hold things. So wait.
Good thinking. These round parts are called the...
I do. Molly uses them in the kitchen. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. But what if I wanted to weigh goods?
What are the chains for? Holding the pans up?
Well spotted. Which means something must hold the chains up in turn. So, now that we've taken stock of the part...
I think we've got it.
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me what goes where, and I'll put the scales together.
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the other pieces fit onto it, don't they?
And the arms go on the body, just like real arms. Or wings. And then the arm...
Very good. There. All finished.
Yes!
Well...
Oh, I just put the pieces together.
That's right. We're Miss Mididol's hairs.
Her hairs?
Yeah. Hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we can help out the hideaway.
What do you think, Sid?
With a little more help from Miss Mididol and Miss Shirley.
You hear that?
Until then, though, do try to be honest with Miss Shirley.
Hey, look! We never used the cogwheel.
You don't think Sid forgot about it, do you? Didn't happen to forget anything, did you, Sid? Didn't happen to forget anything, did you, Sid? Didn't happen to forget anything, did you, Sid?
Clive. How may I help you today? One must understand one's place in the world. I have the details here. Thus ends today's lesson.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
There's a storm coming, Sid. Will there be...
Well, did you...
It was as you thought. They dismantled them to see how they...
Oh, no.
Thankfully she won't. Although I was the one who ended up teaching them.
I'm so sorry, Sid. I shall see that the children are properly punished.
Please, there's no need. Mid seems to have taken the three of them under her wing. She'd have them follow in her footsteps.
I see. Sid, do you know why Mid has been spending so much time...
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in Canva.
No, it isn't. The university offered her a commission. In exchange for full to anyone else, it would be an opportunity. But to Mid, who lost both her parents to war, it was a bitter pill. But that should come as no surprise. She's only ever cared about bringing people hope.
Which explains her... She's what?
Ah, you've given them far more than that. And I'm
see the pair that got hauled into tyres? Rutherford. Wasn't that the name of my uncle? Where would he be at Martha's Rest?
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. Best stock up while you can. Coin purse weighing you down? You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Yep. Fraying about us, guys. Unless that is... So, what'll it be? That it? Fine.
It seems the hideaway's lost its...
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we speak.
You're right.
Soil and stone!
Ready, girl? Run like the wind.
This won't be easy. You deserve a rest. Nice try. Come on. You needed that.
Hippocrates said I should be able to find what I'm looking for somewhere nearby. Bright blue dragons and bright yellow flowers. Should be easy enough to spot. Now that is heady. This must be the Drake's Mint. That just leaves the Skyworm. be our wyvern. All right. Let's get this over with. Well done, Torgo. Nice try. You lose. I think that's everything Molly needs to resurrect her recipe. Better head back.
I'll build a barricade so sturdy.